Hey, this is Brian at Brubaker Arms Manufacturing. Today we have a Remington-made 03, Remington-made Springfield 1903, or since everybody calls it a Springfield 03A3. It is the same thing. This one was just manufactured by Remington because everybody was tooling up for World War I. So this is a nice old gun. When it came in to us, this is the original stock. It had a pistol grip, and we'll have some before pictures. And this is the end result. So the stock we modified to the client's specifications, including changing the pistol grip to a straight grip and removing the black forend tip and replacing it with a matching forend tip, and I think we did a pretty good job matching that there. We did a total restoration of the stock, steamed out any of the dings and dents and everything that might have been in it before giving it a nice, this is our fine English oil finish. Once the stock is getting down to the final sanding, we actually polish the wood itself. That helps to bring out the figure in the wood as well as the contrasting colors. After that, we seal it with thinned oil finish that we make here in-house. Our house-made finishes do not have any drying agents in them, so they take a little bit longer time between applications. It's a fine English oil finish. It takes time. There's an adage that you put on one coat a day until it won't take that, until it stops absorbing. Then you put on a coat a week until it stops absorbing. Then you put on a coat a month until it stops absorbing. So you can build up quite a shell, as it were, of oil over the wood just to protect it. But at the same time, that oil finish really catches the light and really draws out the figure in the wood. So it is certainly our best finish. This is the original front sight, and is a banded front sight ramp. We pulled it off, bored out the band so we could slide it back a little bit in order to thread the muzzle for our Banff muzzle brake. We made that for this guy. The scope has a one-piece, I believe 0 MOA Picatinny mount with quick release rings. The metal was, any of the pits and stuff were polished out before we did a fine bead blast and then blue finish. We also installed a fresh recoil pad. Kicky's recoil pads are the way to go. And this is the original sling. It was important to our client to maintain the original sling, so we found a leathersmith who could actually put a backing onto it and keep it original. So there you have our beautiful Remington-made 03A3 30-06.
My name is Michael Blanton. I was born and raised in Yakima. And, well, my grandparents were the ones that raised me. I became interested in rifles when my grandfather passed. All of his firearms came down to me. He was an avid hunter, went hunting every year. So I decided that I wanted to start carrying on what he was doing in terms of hunting. This was his primary hunting rifle, so I thought the best way I could honor him is to, you know, get it upgraded, if you will. My closest memory with regards to the firearm is when my grandfather would bring it out and clean it once a year at the end of October. he was getting ready to go hunting during that time. And I would come out, sit at the kitchen table, watch him as he cleaned it, talked with him and his friend. And all the time I would ask him, can I go out with you? And you know, Grandma piped up in the background, no, you can't go. I've never gone hunting. I wanted to with my grandfather, but never got the chance to. So now I'm sort of trying to do as much research as I can to make sure that when I go out there, I know what I'm looking for when I go out hunting. I'm also going out to the range regularly to work on my aim. My goal is to, before I go hunting, which can be next year, I want to be able to make a 800-yard shot fairly reliably with this rifle. The first time I saw the restoration of the rifle was beautiful. The best money I think I have spent. The rifle itself is very sentimental to me, and that of course jades my opinion on it, but it was well worth it. The things that I wanted done with the rifle is the scope mount is probably the biggest part to it. Aside from that, I wanted to have the sights repaired because they were in disrepair. The muzzle brake is more because of the recoil. Shooting 40 rounds out of 30-06 kind of starts getting you sore. The tip on the end of the stock was black and white. I didn't think that matched with the rest of the stock very well. And I've never been a fan of the partial pistol grips, so I had them cut the pistol grip off and just make it a straight grip. The butt plate was a hard plastic butt plate. It was aged probably 20 years old, so I had them replace it with a soft rubber one. And then the rifling, or the rifle barrel, was worn on the outside due to excessive use. So I had them re-blue the barrel, and the results came out quite spectacularly. When I was getting ready for the restoration, I did research online, looked for a bunch of gunsmiths, specifically with regards to custom components. Found several of the gunsmiths. Of them, the Brubaker Arms had the best reviews that I had seen, and so I came here, talked to the front desk, and so far I have not been disappointed in what I expected. I currently have 3 or 4 rifles that I need to bring in for work. Of them, 2 of them need restoration. Another one just needs sights put on it. So I do plan on coming back here with rifles in the future. And after seeing the results of this rifle, I don't intend to go anywhere else.